Good morning, Tucson. Welcome back to Mineral City TV. I'm your host, Raymond Hall. We're going to start today in Building B, introduce you to another great dealer here. We're in room B10 with Jonathan Zvokal and Jonathan's Mineral Exchange. He's based out of Canada. He's a dealer and a field collector who's made some fantastic discoveries. Let's go in and have a chat with Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan.
Hello.
Thanks for being on the show. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from?
Well, I was born in Yugoslavia. I'm a proud Canadian for 53 years now, and I'm a proud mineral collector since 1985.
Long time.
So I don't know the otherwise. I mean, I was in a computer business all the time, and I went into minerals to relax my mind. And I took a bug, and then it became the way of life.
It does that to
So
people.
I have a rather extensive collection, over 10,000 pieces, all crammed into a small 12 by 12 room.
That's a lot. Yeah. All right, well, let's have a chat about some great Canadian finds and mines throughout the area. Let's start in this case in here.
Okay, the most famous locality in Canada is Mont Saint-Hilaire. Poudrette Quarry right now is renamed to Mont Saint-Hilaire Quarry. It has 450 or close to 450 different species. And one of the most famous one and known one is a serendite, which is been collected over every year. Actually, there was a little bit found, but there was only a couple of major finds, and this is 1988. This piece, and this piece, and the egg.
And you collected these?
1988. I collected those myself.
Fantastic finds.
The other ones in the back, the paler ones, have been collected in 1962 by the Laszlo Horvat, who is a mineral named Horvatite, who wrote the book on Mont Saint-Hilaire that a lot of collectors know by now. It's a large book.
Sure.
And the other ones were, this was collected in 2003, the 4 pieces, as well as the 2 back there.
And those are all Poudrette Quarry?
Those are all from Poudrette Quarry. They were collected by myself as an assistance to the collector who actually had the pocket of there. And I ended up with quite a few pieces.
Were they large pockets?
That pocket is actually, the picture's very small. I don't know if you can do something with it. But that's the pocket in 2003.
That's you inside the pocket, huh?
That's me inside of the pocket.
Great.
And as a matter of fact, give me a second. I'll help you
So
with
we'll
this.
pull one of these serendites out just for a second to show you.
This is a little bit easier for you. This is the pocket that was collected as one of the most famous pockets because it yielded something like 25 buckets, 5-gallon buckets of minerals.
Wow, what a great photo too. So here's one of the largest crystals I've ever seen. And it's in great shape, good structure, sharp edges, really quite nice. So we'll put that one back. Thank you.
Yeah.
And anything else in this case you want to talk about from Mont Saint-Hilaire?
Analcime was the first mineral noticed by the fellow by the name Frank Melanson, who actually found one on the ground and kicked it as a ball and then realized it was a mineral. That was back in the early 60s, and that's what made the first research done in Saint-Hilaire because of him finding the piece, And then afterwards, with serendite, there is a lot of agerine or fetsonite. There is various microminerals that you can't see in the camera, but like this piece, for example, here has sabinite on it, which is this area here, that little yellow area.
Not as commonly seen.
Not really common, no. It was at one point it was a lot of it, but only at one point.
Okay.
So. There is also mineral very similar to serendite. It was mistakenly called serendite, but turned out to be schizoolite. So a lot of people have a serendite that's actually schizoolite.
Okay. So all right, let's move along to the next case here. I see this beautiful blue mineral.
That's another Mont Saint-Hilaire unique mineral, only found in one locality in the world. It's called Carletonite, after Carleton University near Ottawa.
And when were these found?
Those were found in the early 2000, but the original find goes back probably 30 or so years before that.
Okay. Did you collect any of these?
I collected some, but not of those.
Not these?
Yeah. Some much paler ones.
Yeah, these have really great color. It's very vivid, especially on this smaller one right in front that I'm pointing to. Really deep saturation of color.
I already got deprived, in quotes, out of 2 of those in this show. So,
All right, we've got another case over here. We can see some very familiar material from the Jeffrey quarry we'll start with.
Yeah,
Everyone loves Jeffrey.
all of the Vesuvianites are from Jeffrey quarry, and so are the ones on the bottom here.
And Jeffrey's now closed, right?
Yeah, Jeffrey's flooded with 600 feet of water. They want
That's
to
what I-
stabilize the mine from falling back into the pit, so they'll let the water stay there. And then the green garnets that you see in the with Vesuvianite and the ones on the top there, they are from a Black Lake or a lab mine, a Lac d'Amiante, which means Lake of Asbestos in French. And they're the andradite garnet or gem. That's about 100 kilometers distance from Jeffrey. There was 7 different mines in that area. One underground, another above ground. And all of them are closed now. They're all asbestos mines.
Can we pull one of these out and try and give them a closer look on one of the nicer ones you got?
Sure, you could get like this.
That's a great one right up in front for
nice
sure.
Piece.
Nice large crystals, good color, great luster on the faces of the garnets. It's really a unique color too. I don't really.
A lot of them are cut into gems.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Interesting thing about them is that if you analyze them with a microprobe, as you move the microprobe, it goes. Garnet is andradite or grossular, and moves as like it's not one garnet.
It fluctuates between the two.
Species,
Interesting.
And the other mineral that's of, there are 2 other things of interest. There's a Francon quarry right in the center of Montreal. There was 2 huge quarries, 1 kilometer long, and the mineral Logonite that you see there, and
He's going to pull one out there.
this is Logonite. Again, unique to the world, only place in the world where it was found, right in the middle of Montreal.
It's very different. The structure is really unique.
Yeah, and then this one here from the same quarry called Dawsonite has little tiny needles. I don't know if you can see the specks there. If I move it, maybe it's going to sparkle. That's also on one city mineral, only found in Montreal.
Only there, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then I have the Suolunite, which has also been found only one time in a crystal form at the same mine as the green garnets.
Okay.
And it's very rare mineral, very simple chemistry. It's calcium silicate. And as you can see, I had a sphere made out of it. I had actually 2 spheres made out of it. One is already gone to a good home.
Interesting. So that's only there as well.
Yeah, and there's only 2 spheres of Suolunite in the world.
And you have one.
I had 2.
Well, you had 2, but now you have one.
I had to sell one. I can't keep them all.
You can't keep that. Yeah, we all have that problem.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jonathan, thank you so much for being on the show. It was great talking about these great Canadian finds.
Thank you too.
I want to let everyone know we will be skipping the 1 o'clock show today. We have a prior engagement that we need to keep, and so we'll be back at 3 p.m. Mountain Time today with one more presentation from Mineral City TV. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later.